Looks nice. I have my volume.
Yeah, we're live.
And we're live. I'll check on my phone, double check, make sure. Thanks, hi.
Thanks. Later.
Okay, let's...
People can read lips.
People can read lips.
Yeah, people can read lips.
I'm gonna say vacuum. Okay, yeah, we are live. Nice.
Elephant shoes?
Elephant shoes? Me?
Just yell when you're ready, right?
We're ready. We have students to teach. Hey. Scram. Alright. Let's see. Make sure 1, 2, and 3 work. I think 3 is broken. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We have a bad connection on our third webcam. We're gonna fix it eventually. It's permanently green. Makes no sense. We'll troubleshoot that some other day. Other than that, we'll get the bench ready. Okay. Hello.
This one is the one that asked about the donor board.
Alright. So if you guys want to have a seat, pick any bench you choose. Alright, let's start with you. What is your name and what do you have?
My name is Yasir. I have a board. It's a foot massager board, but a wrong power supply was plugged in, and I think it got fried. So I'm thinking maybe swapping some components, but I'm not sure.
Alright. And what's your name and what do you have?
My name's Lee. The 2013 MacBook, the video card is cooked in. I tried soldering it myself like 2 years ago and completely failed. So, see if we can get anything out of it.
Yeah, we can try seeing what we can do. And what's your name? What do you have?
My name is Chinamran. I have an iPhone and a laptop.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to try working on the iPhone today. Just an iPhone 7 with not working
Charging port. Yeah.
So I just want to open it up and then,
Okay. And yeah, so along the workshop, we're just gonna teach you how to, use our tools. Feel free to have any questions to ask me. So let's get started. Who wants to start first, actually?
Anywhere.
I guess you, because yours is pretty straightforward.
I mean, to me, no. We'll have to get to it's on the back side of the logic board.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Let's see. Here you go.
Have the teardown guide available, or I'm guessing you probably know how to get to it quick.
Right. Wrong size. My bad.
Oh man, I put that one back in there terribly.
All right.
Thank you.
do you have iPhone 7 screws or probably not?
We probably have. We don't have like the screw sets individually. We probably have like a dead. We might have like a dead board somewhere with the screws with it, maybe.
Or no, I mean like the screwdriver.
Oh, the screwdriver. This might actually have. Let's see. 1 PL. Let's see if this works. All right. So you said. Oh, jeez.
This is what happened. So the power comes in. There's an adapter that's supposed to put the power over here. So and then these cables distribute the power onto the motor, right? So, but there is another controller board that has switches on it that has this input coming in. So I'm thinking this board has some kind of, it kind of distributes power.
Yeah.
But the problem is, instead of the power coming through the adapter, my mom plugged in another thing, but unfortunately it went in and the full voltage came in.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, over here, this was housed over here and it kind of blew up.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it was this because this was over there
Mm-hmm.
and its traces.
Yeah. So you replaced this already, right?
Do you think I googled it and this looks like the same component? I mean, they have a slightly different number, but do you think they're
I don't
replaceable?
know
This is the closest that I could get.
temps and stuff.
Or do you have a replacement?
See, I'm not too sure because usually the numbers tell you what exact chip it is.
But I googled it and they said that these are compatible.
Yeah.
So I replaced this one.
Yeah. So if they are compatible, they should be. But because again, this is a voltage regulating chip, I think. But if it's not, then it obviously wouldn't work. But I can't. I don't have the data sheets on me, so I can't really tell you.
Right. So I put one jumper wire to replace the burnt trace. So
Mhm.
when I was putting the other, then I realized that I do not know about the other components if they're good or not.
Just watch
Yeah.
how hot.
So I was wondering how
You
to
know,
approach this problem.
it shouldn't be hotter than you can touch it. So like as you're heating it, keep feeling it, and if you can't touch it, that's hot enough.
So unfortunately, I don't think there's much you can do here because you are missing a whole resistor, and since it's not there, and you don't know the value, you either have to find the schematic of this thing.
Yeah, no, I tried. I couldn't find it.
Yeah. So yeah, it could be anything really, and you won't really know.
I see. So I thought I was at a dead end, but I just wanted to verify that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look around this circuit.
Also, it does look like these are also blown. You see, there's a hole in every
So
single one of
these
them.
black ones means they're burned.
Yeah.
I
So usually a resistor. Let me get it on camera. I'm sorry, stream. This is gonna look a little scuffed, but this is what this guy has. Sorry for the green. I think our HDMI died. Let's see. So a normal resistor, like you'll say the value on it
I see.
and clear it, but since this thing, since your regulator blew up, every single one of your resistors are blown. And if you were to
Right.
if you were to measure it with an ohm meter, because you can see it says 100.
I couldn't read the value properly.
Yeah.
I think that's why I stopped working on it. I'm like, wait, I cannot replace these. I do not know where to find these. And yeah, I measured. Some of it gave some weird values.
So if you were to measure, this is supposed to be 100 ohms, and we're reading about 800K.
I see. That's not good.
Yeah. So, you can fix this part. Unfortunately, the biggest problem here is this one.
Right.
Since
this
it's
is-
completely blown off the board, I don't know the value. And again, if you had the schematic of this thing, you'll know what R24 is, but I don't know what R24 is. Your best bet, if you actually do want to get this fixed, is you can try a generic resistor, probably like, since all of these are all 100, it could possibly be 100 ohms.
I see. But do you think?
But like some of these are 0. This is 103. These up here are also 103. So yeah, you'll never know, and you could get lucky if you get if you try the right one. But
Right, I get it. But do you think what this kind of a board is called, and if I can use some other board altogether, is that possible? Because there is a board controlling this. I'm thinking that does the other board that's controlling this has to is it too tightly coupled to take it out? The other board looks like this. this is the other board
Mhm.
that has the switches that I press,
Yeah.
and it sends the signals over here. So I'm thinking, is there some coupling
Master
with this?
student,
Yes.
what's 103 on your resistor? 10 with 3 decimal places?
1K.
10K?
10K.
10K?
You know, Paul, I haven't done I haven't done surface mount resistors like that in a hard while. I've only known like if I seen one R3, that means like 1.3, but I've never seen past 1K, honestly. I'll be real with you. I don't think in college I've never worked on things that had something like this. Yeah, I think the most I had was like 470 ohms.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird.
10K, 100K.
Yeah, give me one moment. All right, suction cup.
This thing. That out. Is that?
That's pretty tricky. What I usually use my screwdriver, but that's not the best way to approach things. So you want to push at the sides, and it'll eventually wiggle out.
Gotcha. I somehow figured this out like 2 years ago. Forgot everything.
We've seen people just straight on pull on this cable, and the cable will come with it, and the connector's still on the board.
Yeah, I figured that wasn't the best way to.
Yeah. And the problem is you can't really replace that. So we just tell them you live with no webcam.
Like I didn't get automatic.
Let's see.
Number 2.
This is 8 or 7? 7, yeah.
Build that.
We're still making the same phone.
Oh yeah.
My 6S finally was like too old. I picked up the 3rd Gen SE. That's great. Same body
One
kit.
sec, I need the spudging tool. Now my problem is, I don't remember if this opens up from the left or the right.
You want me to find out? No, they put it on. I think on the right in the middle, but close enough. I don't know. Slide the spudger along the left of the phone.
Okay, so it does open up from the left. So on these older phones, they actually have a little notch right here
Okay.
that you can slide a pick under.
Nice.
And usually just like slightly lift and it'll pop open.
You're doing this without cracking the screen. I'm impressed.
These are pretty,
Pretty good.
it's pretty hard to crack a screen while opening it.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
I just want to be careful because I haven't opened a phone in over 3 years.
Nice. Mostly laptops here.
Yeah. So I don't know how fragile is the
The 7.
home button. The layer's coming with it.
From the left, and then just disconnect the back.
dumb.
Oh, what's going on?
And I think we froze.
Really? I'm impressed.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so I got it halfway open.
Okay.
If
Nice.
you know the next steps, because I don't.
This is another one that claims it's supposed to lift up.
Oh,
don't wanna
that's
work
the fan, and it comes up from up here, but you can ignore that because actually,
Pulls straight out.
yeah. All right.
Oh, you flick it from behind. Okay. That makes sense.
It's showing up so clearly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
I can even tell which joints are like not shiny, cold, and which joints are good.
Mm-hmm.
So nice. It's like 10 times zoom.
It is. I think from. Oh wait. I believe this is 100 times, and we have a Barlow as well, so that makes it 400 times. And I think at max zoom it's 1200 times, but I am not too sure.
By the way, do you think it's possible to replace all of this circuitry with an Arduino?
I cannot answer that. I unfortunately do not know the answer to that one.
Right. Because I'm going to somewhere else
Mhm.
aside from the MacBook.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there's not much you can really do with this board.
Right. I'm thinking of making it another putting new circuits.
Yeah.
By the way, I have another question.
hmm
I made this soldering joint, and it looks like a cold joint, right?
It is.
And this one's shiny. It should have been shiny like this.
It
so-
should be shiny, and it also should be, completely like consumed in solder.
Right. So.
But it looks like
can
only
you
the.
give advice on this?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get the camera again. I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna be green. Mouse, please. Okay. So this is his solder joint, and it doesn't look like the best. And what we're gonna do is practice working on it, since this board is never turning on again, unfortunately. Get a better iron. Ha. All right, just hold on to that.
It's flux.
Yes. All right, so what you want to do is you're going to touch, let's say, for example, I'm just going to work on this one right here.
Right.
So you want to touch anything that you want to solder on.
Right.
So starting from the pad you want to work on,
Yep.
and you see how it all melts,
That's nice.
and then you can add fresh solder to it. And since this has flux on it, it's gonna look nice and shiny when I let go. And basically that's how you solder a joint. So for this one, if you want to try it, what you want to do is you're gonna touch, again, the pad starting here,
Right.
and you want to hit both this wire and the tip of this,
I see.
and you should be all set.
Thank you.
And I'll hold the board to be steady.
Thank you.
just like that. Add some solder to cover everything. And then you can slowly let go. And let it dry up. And it looks just like factory.
Whoa, it's so shiny. Yeah, I can see it now.
Mhm.
It's very shiny. So I think it's the
And then afterward you can
right.
clean up the solder. It does look like you did have
I think
a
I put
little
too
bit of a
much.
cold joint right here. That was
I see.
because when you let go, you applied heat. You let go and then you put the iron back on and then you let go again too early.
I see.
So if you want to give it another shot, again you want to touch the entire pad. You don't need any more solder, so you can just hold that as is. And I'll hold the board for you.
Yeah, that's why I put it back again, because the wire wanted to come off.
Yeah.
Do you think that's good?
Okay. So again, you do have it's starting to look cold again. So
Can you show me?
yeah. So you're gonna hold. I guess you can hold the wire like this.
Right.
You're gonna touch the entire pad with your iron. You want everything to get nice and melted. And after it's on there, you can just let go. You wait for it to dry up, and then you can release. Oh,
Thank you.
if you want to try on the other pads,
Yeah,
so the flux makes the solder flow better.
sure. Right.
Okay, so do you get the board out yet?
Almost. I'm that far.
Huh.
There are a lot of connectors in this thing.
Yeah. Okay, you see how you let go too early, where half the solder was still solid? Okay, so now that everything's melted, you can lift up, but it looks like it's a little dry, so it's gonna need some more flux.
Okay.
Oh, was it this
No, the
one?
first one.
Yeah, first one. And you can never have too much flux. You can also add solder, because I don't know if this is unleaded or not. It does look a little, not shiny, which is an example of like that. And you can add some more solder to it.
Where's your screw at? Chance?
I can get you a magnet. Give me one moment. All right, here you go.
Thank you.
You can put them all together. I could show you which screws go where afterward. And if you need a screw magnet. Did you get the screen out yet?
It's
Ah.
like the phones where you put the wrong screw in the wrong spot. It's done.
The only on phones, it's because that's part of the logic board,
Yeah.
and it does happen from time to time on MacBooks. It's usually on these screw grommets, especially this one right here. If you long screw it, you can drill a hole in through your CPU data line, GPU data lines.
Jeez.
It's happened before, and it's not fun to tell the customer that.
Yeah, it's supposed to go along the top to keep moving the adhesive, but thinking that let it
Let's-
sit for too long.
Let's see.
The screen might also be done for.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's mostly for practice.
Alright. Think we're home free.
Okay, and
And
you
then
need
battery.
you need like a little standing point, like that.
place to get at this. So.
Oh, so because these are underneath the laptop itself, best way to approach it is from here, and you
Okay.
want to wiggle it to the left where that slides out.
Gotcha.
But the problem is you do have this connected underneath the board, so after you pull out from here, you gotta lift up and take that out.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, it's pretty. And we're gonna see your U8900.
Terrible soldering work if I even went after the right thing.
I can put that aside. Wow. Let's check up on cam 2. Alright, let's bring your microscope to view. Alright, and just want to fix your focus.
Okay.
So we are focused here and we're focused there. Okay. So this is your U8900. The solder joints don't look too well, but it doesn't really look like you touched anything on the chip.
I wonder if
I do see signs of solder here, and there,
wonder
but
if I started-
but not on the chip itself.
I
So-
wonder if I did the wrong thing a while back. Or maybe I started, it was like 2 years ago I had a look at this.
Ah. So we're gonna need a micro pencil for this job. So U8900 is a straightforward repair. When you had this MacBook, was it either randomly turning off or was you getting no video?
It was randomly turning off until I went into the BIOS and actually disabled the graphics card.
Mhm.
Killed it, so I couldn't use the HDMI out anymore. And I
Mhm.
actually, to adjust screen brightness, had to like go set stuff in like a text entry somewhere.
Mm.
It was pretty hacky.
Okay, so I'm gonna do one side for you,
Okay.
and then you can go from there. It's pretty straightforward, and you want just to have a line of flux on the
Okay.
side you want to work on. I usually put it around the entire chip because I do all 4 sides, but
Gotcha.
since I'm doing this one, I'm gonna do this one side. Okay, so we got our fume extractor on, get our iron up to temperature, grab some solder. Now the way you want to do it is you're going to see your knife tip.
Okay.
You can watch on the screen. It's a
Alright.
lot easier. Okay, so we're going to add some flux to to our iron, get it nice and saturated. I'm going to clean it off actually. It's a little oxidized from yesterday.
My sunglasses
Oh.
for me, too.
All right. So you're going to lay the knife up against the chip on all its legs,
Okay.
and you're going to apply solder to it, and you're going to rub.
Okay. How much pressure are you putting on it?
Oh, shoot. Let's see. Hold on.
Okay.
My iron's not getting hot enough. I need to change the setting, which comes from Mr. Paul. So yeah, as soon as I touched the chip, it started bridging. Alright, so our iron wasn't hot enough. Paul's gonna fix it for us. Oh, Lewis lowered it for the guy who was doing the LEDs. Alright.
720 should be good.
Alright, thank you. Okay, so again.
Actually,
Ooh.
let me bring up the.
Yeah, it's 720. Oh, 820 is even better. Nice. Okay. So yeah, you want to lay your knife up against the chip, and you're gonna rub the joints.
So you first get it saturated.
You can either saturate them as you're doing this, or you
Okay.
could pre-saturate them. It doesn't really matter. But what you want to do is, you know, have all the legs have leaded solder as opposed to
I
unleaded.
think that's what I was concerned about last time. Was right. I tried to do it a little bit, and I made like a bridge between
Yeah.
those two. That's what I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm done.
Yeah.
But with the flux, you don't have to worry about having a.
No, and I can show you even if you do bridge, because you know it will happen from time to time.
Okay.
Is you can always just go at it again. So say you have too much solder,
Mm-hmm.
and this is like a really extreme example. You can see those two pins are touching.
These two right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you can do again is you just do another round where you just rub against the chip, and they're back to not being bridged.
Okay. Wow, that's you make it seem so easy.
It is actually.
Okay. All right.
So how I'm gonna let you do this is
So first take the flux and then make just a small path.
yeah, I'll
You
give
want me to
you.
do it?
I could do
Or-
it for
okay.
you. Well, unless you want to do
I
it.
wanna do it.
Do
This
the
is-
honors, bro.
This is awesome.
That,
So
Or do you watch this when you're getting it covered? in solder, or
it
do you
depends.
watch the
Do you feel
microscope?
comfortable doing it from the right side, or do you like coming in from the top?
If you think coming in from the top would be easier, I'll
Yeah, you can always
watch
rotate the board.
screws, make sure I don't move those.
It's fine.
Okay.
Again, I can get you replacements easily if
Gotcha.
that were to be the case. Just want to reorientate the board. Okay, we are here.
So you want to come in from the top. So I want to saturate the.
Yeah, you can get some solder onto your iron.
Okay, let me know when it looks good to you.
You can keep going. You got a nice little blob on there. And it helps if you use your microscope,
Okay.
or you can look up with the camera too, either way.
That microscope's not clear.
Yeah. So yeah, you get some on your iron. That should be fine enough.
And now I would come in with that
Yeah,
knife
so-
edge and go
Mhm.
parallel to the.
Yeah, so you want to come in from the top, and you want to rub your knife right on the chip. It helps, again, it helps if you could see through the microscope or with the camera, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Just like that.
Yes. Let's see. Looks like you want to apply more pressure onto the chip. Yeah, that looks absolutely beautiful, just like that. All right, now you did a couple of passes. Now we can see what it looks like. Since the flux is a little bit discoloring it, so
Okay. Is that just alcohol that you're putting on it?
yeah,
or-
just isopropyl. It eats away at flux, makes it go away. So now we can look at your joints clearly, and it looks like they do look fine-ish. You see a little, that
Blob.
pin and that pin doesn't look the best.
Okay.
So if you want to do another round,
Yeah.
again, just try to lay the knife flat with the chip
So
and
like-
the pins.
Like that angle.
Yeah. So
You're at like a
look at the
80-degree angle.
at the
To the
so
mic-
yeah, no, either through the microscope or the camera.
Alright.
So you see how the whole knife is laying flat with the chip,
Yep.
and you just rub. Is one out of focus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that for you.
My eyes too.
All right, does that look better? Sorry.
My eyes are too far apart for this one.
Oh, this is also adjustable.
Oh wow. Yeah. That's much better.
All right. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately, couldn't really help you out, but you can try finding a replacement board, either looking at the board number. You gotta look up some. I don't think anyone sells it, but it's really hard to really find things, stuff like that.
But I was, do you think the, okay, I'll check into the Arduino idea to drive that over.
Hmm.
Got it. By the way, I was wondering if you have any recommendations for where to buy the parts from. Like, do you have any recommendations?
If you wanted to buy like certain chips or resistors like that, Mauser, DigiKey are usually your best bets.
I didn't get your name.
I know. I know.
Anya.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Best of luck to you.
That huge blob of solder that I'm seeing on the right there.
You're just touching a test pad. That's fine. That's going to happen whenever you do these repairs. You want to tilt your knife like 45 degrees. Yeah, just like that is fine. And we're going to need some more flux.
Okay.
So, let's try again. Nice little blob.
I have enough solder on.
Yeah, you have more than enough solder. Angle your knife. There you go. Just like that. You can see those joints looking flawless. And how's your phone coming along?
Okay, just about to take out the SIM card. Do you have like a tool?
Yeah, I have the pin for it. I believe it was right here. Alright, now we're going to work on the next area. Hello. Alright. Hello.
Are either of them almost finished?
We're going to need like 10 more minutes. You could... No. Okay, so, what is your name and what do you have?
Benjamin.
Benjamin? Hello,
There
Benjamin.
with the LED clock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is hardware's so pretty. But I think I know what I want to do. It's just like more of a time and practice thing.
Yeah. They look amazing.
Get rid of some of the solder, or are you able to see through to tell if they
You
look?
you can see through it because you can compare it to what this looks like because this is the unsoldered. You can clearly see the difference between the two.
Yeah.
If you want to work on the next side, then we clean everything up and you can decipher if everything else looks fine. But yeah, that should be about it.
Thank you for your help. I
Mm-hmm.
really appreciate this.
Yeah, I started this on Monday. So, my first 2 hours I did 10 LEDs.
Oh, were you here?
I was here on Tuesday.
Yeah, you're that guy.
But, oh wait, there's a bunch of sticky.
Yeah, that's flux.
That can be cleaned out, right?
Yeah, that definitely can be cleaned out. Would you like cleaned out now or later?
Might as well learn. Yeah, I don't know how to clean this now.
All right, follow me. Sorry, chat. I gotta teach a UC moment. You're not gonna hear anything. Okay.
How do these look to you before I start?
That
taking
looks
flips off?
fine. That looks fine. Top I can't see, but that's okay.
Okay. This
Yep.
was the side you did, so.
Mm-hmm.
And then that bottom one, it says shiny. I think it has too much on it. Were you getting the alcohol from that?
Yeah.
Is it just, you just squeeze it and it builds up on the surface?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just push the
Oh,
top.
you push it down. Okay.
I think we might need a brush here, which
That's a light.
oh,
I can
what's
just start fiddling with the knobs, right?
yeah. Let's see. Let me get you in focus.
If I want to actually learn how to. Oh, so just play with all the knobs.
Yeah, I'll give you a generic microscope lesson in a second. Okay, so here, these knobs are your eye lens zooms. This will change the focus of individual eyes. So you want them both to match, basically like you're doing a retina exam. The knob right here on the top right here, this is your zoom. You can check the zoom of the board. Again, it goes from 100 times up to 400 times. Here is your focus. So it'll raise and lower the board depending on what surface you're looking on. So say you have the brush here. See, your board's in focus, but the brush, actually, no, that's not that. I guess flux.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so the
something-
flux is not in focus because it's on a higher level. So you have to raise this to get this in focus, and you got to lower to get lower stuff in focus.
That's cool.
These knobs aren't really used because they're usually used to set up your microscope. This can change the swing of your hello. We have Barlow on. I don't know how to add.
Which is 0.75 of that. So
Ah.
it reduces that by 0.75. So you're going from 7 times to 45 times.
Okay.
And you're reducing it, so you're about 5 times to 35 times.
400 max. 9 million microns.
35 times.
You can see the germs on this board.
That would be amazing.
Okay, and yeah. Yeah, let's get the brush, sorry. Sometimes the Q-tip doesn't do justice. We're running
Literally
low.
Just like a paintbrush that you're using?
Yeah, it's a horsehair brush. I believe we got it from an arts and crafts store.
Okay.
You might need to ultrasonically clean this flux off if you actually want like a factory looking finish. But this should be enough to do it justice. That flux
Yeah.
is pretty hardened on that board. You might need a pair of tweezers to dig it out actually, because it's like really solidified.
Is there a reason that would happen?
It's been overheated and basically burned.
Okay.
Flux usually stays clear, but if it turns brown, that means you're using too much heat or you're working on the area for a long time.
Gotcha.
Which is not, it's not like the worst thing, since you are a rookie. You know, it's forgivable. So now, grab a little paper towel, and we can clean up that alcohol. We can see your joint, nice and clear. You can see now. Oh, it's fine. Your one issue is these two pins
Okay.
are kind of, they're not touching, but they don't, they look kind of sketchy. But that is the only issue with this that I see. So you,
Just put a little more heat on there.
yeah, you just give them a nice little
So
kiss.
even after you've applied alcohol, you can come back and.
No, because now there's no more flux, and you can see that they became dry joints.
Gotcha.
So you might need to use a little bit of flux. And just one tap, there they go. Back to being perfect.
Okay.
I think these are reusable.
All right, and now again, you can check your joints. They look absolutely amazing, something that we actually would do at the store. They look indistinguishable from mine. You know, that's how good it looks, actually.
Wow. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to try reassembling it, see if it works out.
Yeah.
On
Hasn't been turned on for years, so I doubt there's anything left in the
Mhm.
juice of that or-
So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move you because I want to have another student here. People are actually waiting to work on things, but you can, you know, reassemble it here. Crap. This is wired. I didn't know. That's fine. Leave that there. So
Trying to
Go
get
ahead
this
and-
screwed out.
go ahead and have a seat.
I'm not gonna know where any screws
Yeah.
went.
I'll give you a quick lesson. If you need help with your screws, I can let you know.
All right.
But I can probably tell you which one's which just by looking at them. That's everything. Okay. And the SSD. Okay. So, these really, really long ones are for the bottom two of your laptop. So these two.
Okay.
These two small ones, oh yeah, these are the ones. Yeah. So these two small ones are for this and this.
Okay. Put all the logic board screws together then.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, it's not these. These are for the I/O board. This thing. It was this one and this one.
Okay. So two bottom here and here on the logic board.
And the two small ones, the really small one is for this.
Okay.
This end piece. This medium one is for this part of the board. So let me just
So small and then medium.
yeah, the medium small one.
Okay, the medium small.
They're very like distinguishable. Let's plug that in and I'll slide this in your case too.
I think the one I missed last time is there's supposed to be like a trackpad connector.
Yeah.
Is that slipped underneath?
Yes. Everything likes to be underneath the MacBook. And sometimes it is infuriating because you'll lift the board and something else will go underneath. Let's get your keyboard. Yeah, see the trackpad went back underneath. Okay,
All right.
cool. Forgot your speaker. Hiss. Okay. Slide these back out. And your backlight connector. Can't forget that. Okay.
All right.
So that's all of them. These two silver ones are pretty straightforward. They're both, the long one is the left heatsink screw. This is the bottom right heatsink screw. So here and here.
Okay. Which, so yeah, that's the one that's gonna have that rubber.
Yeah,
cap.
and this has the rubber cap with it.
Okay.
These are your SSD. You can bring the next one in. SSD and, I know, these are your fan screws. They have a really big head.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get that messed up because these are the ones that are important, the ones that go on these grommets right here.
Okay. These are the.
Yeah, the fan screws.
These are the grommet screws.
No,
Wait.
so these are the fan grommets.
Okay.
So again, here and here.
So all three of those are the same size.
Well, no, this one's the the Wi-Fi card screw,
Okay.
but you're gonna see that.
Oh, here and here.
Yes.
Okay, and that's the. Gotcha.
This one with a little like head cap. These will be the bottom of the fan. So it's gonna be this one and this. There's gonna be this one and this one respectively.
Which. All right. Sorry.
So the ones with a cap on it.
Okay. Do you mind if I just get to that point?
Yeah. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'll tell you which one's which. And your T5 screwdriver. Can't forget that. Oh yeah, I'll grab your stuff. Mm-hmm. I will just move these right here, if that's okay with you. All right. Hello.
Trying to fix my analog.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can get it to stop going in one direction. Because I tried to do it myself.
Yeah.
Without soldering, but what happened was I couldn't get the component, the joystick component, off the board.
Yeah.
Because I desoldered it, but even after that, it was hard to pull off. So I don't know if I'm missing a tool that makes it a lot easier for me to do.
All right. Do you have the screwdriver for it? I believe Nintendo has their own special triangular screws.
I was able to get it off of the iFixit.
Oh, okay.
Lost two of the slots
Let's see.
to my house. So
Oh, these are just Phillips.
yeah, is this
Oh yeah,
the-
it's the third party ones. Yeah. Yeah, you could have a seat. I'll get you a screwdriver. I believe it's. Ugh. Yeah, what's up?
Good question. This is basically a heat gun.
Oh, it's missing the top. Give me one moment, let me think. Yeah, you could use this.
Alright, so my question is,
Yeah, what's up?
instructions of this guy said solder should be around, I don't know, I did the conversion last night, this is about 600 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And on Tuesday they said, hey, my LEDs are imperfect, so you blast this thing with the heat gun and then just kind of surface tension kind of centers it in place.
Yeah.
What temperature do I want this guy at? I was told this is like a one-layer board and LEDs are super cheap, I guess. I don't know.
You could try around 390 to 400 should be fine for this kind of job. But if you're going to use the surface tension method, you do have to apply solder to the pads first before you apply the chip.
Yeah, I soldered two just now and they look okay. I don't actually know how okay they look, but I think I have 6 connections.
Which one?
I'm starting third row, third column.
This one?
Yeah. No, yeah. Those two.
Ah. So, yeah, there's no solder on any of those pads.
No, I'm
Oh.
trying to center these two that I just did.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then yeah, you can just hot air them. Should
Okay,
be.
so the technique was just kind of do it top center.
Oh,
I don't know,
okay.
I wasn't so
Ah,
certain.
okay. Yeah,
Snake charmer.
So you want to hold the hot air gun right over the area you want to work on.
Directly above, and he said distance controls heat.
Yeah, I'll lower the air a bit because we don't need that much. So you're going to see that this is starting to melt, and you're going to see it shift any second now. Well, it's pretty aligned because it didn't shift at all. And if I were to melt this one... Oh yeah, let me work on that.
Do I need more solder on the bottom? No, these two corners I'm looking at. It also looks a little like 10-15 degrees off.
That's fine because these pads are actually really big. It's not going to be like a perfect. If they're not like completely on the board, then it's not gonna line up. It also has no solder on this.
Yeah, that's
leg.
what I'm about to add to that guy.
Yeah.
But like, how do you tell if it's a good connection?
You can.
That's 5 logic board screws back in.
All right, cool.
Way back.
So we're gonna put this back on. something here. Oh. Oops.
Extra plastic spudger, like point tip. by chance?
Yeah, I got you in a sec.
Nice.
There we go. All right, pry tool. There you go.
Thank you.
And if you need actual tweezers,
I think there's a set. Oh, that's it.
that's curved. I don't know why. It's
Okay.
gross. All right, so how's your controller going? Do you have a replacement analog stick?
No, this is the only one I have.
Oh, you're just trying to get it to work again?
Yeah, if I don't get it to work, I'll be buying it.
Yeah.
I mean, I figure I learned how to do it, so in the future, if it ever happen again, I know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the screw.
All right, so how's your phone coming along?
Well, I'm about to remove the speakers.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
very...
I don't know if this will ever go back together. It's okay.
You know,
But it's for the...
I kind of have to say we're kind of out
Yeah,
of time
if-
for you.
that's okay.
So I don't want you to leave with, you know, a bunch of random parts with you.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
I'm going to have you to wrap up.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any suggestions as to what I should do?
I can get you a bag and a couple of magnets to take with you.
Okay, sure.
And actually, give me one moment. I might have like a case where you can put everything in.
Millimeter for the I/O plate here.
Hold on. You're gonna...
Oh no, that went behind, didn't it?
That's fine. Slides right up. Okay. I made that mistake several times. So it's these ones that I don't recognize because I've never taken the I/O board out. It's not needed to take out the board. That's why I never do it.
No. Okay.
But iFixit likes to tell you to remove everything. It's
makes it
just
more-
those two. Okay. So we're gonna get our...
Just slide that back in. Right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Who needs I/O anyway?
How'd it go? What happened? Oh, you melted it.
I know.
Okay.
I feel like maybe
Let's lower the heat on that then.
probably too close and just like staying in one place.
Yeah,
Oh, I feel like an idiot.
that's fine.
LEDs are cheap. But it's like, I don't like how this guy looks way to the left now.
Again, it's fine. These pads they do have a margin of error because they're so big. So they can be slightly, disjointed by like a few degrees.
I don't know. Just practicing the technique is all.
Yeah. Okay, so how's the analog looking?
So this is my work
Yeah,
here.
you tried removing
I
it?
tried removing it. I put it back to
Yeah.
the way it was. I couldn't get it off after desoldering it,
Mhm.
so I don't know.
So let's see.
It's that that way.
Oh, it's just crunchy when you do that. What I can do is I can ultrasonically clean this and see if it's like dirt or debris that's like making it, crunchy when you
Yeah.
turn left. So I'm going to. This is hard soldered on. I don't want to ruin these buttons. I could probably dip it in like this.
Okay.
All right. Gonna take that with me.
Yes, you can, I guess.
Yeah. Hopefully that.
Or just say-
If you want to watch, it's fine. Everyone looks like they're doing good. 1 second. Crap. Are you plugged in? Okay. No. There we go. Okay. Change the camera. Cam 2. So what you're gonna do is, see if we can zoom out. So every single one of these joints needs to be wicked to some degree. So you're gonna get your wick. You're gonna place that as close to whatever you want to wick as possible. And you're gonna heat it up with your iron. And you can look on the camera, you're gonna see that the solder will slowly try to travel to the wick. You might need to touch it. And there you go. See how it just gets sucked
that's
up?
how it works.
And you're going to try to suck up as much solder as possible. The more the better, because that way it comes off the board easier.
Right.
And then you're going to have a lot of solder on your wick. You're going to have to cut that off. So with your snips here, I got to take this off. You're just going to cut that end off, and then you start again.
Okay.
Here's your soldering iron. Be careful, it is very hot. This is the webcam holder thingy.
Oh, so this
And then this, you just want to slide this underneath that little loop.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like that.
I have it all in some of
Yeah. Alright, so you have a 1278 with no USB communication?
Yeah, and the keyboard's bad, but I don't expect that to be something that I
Yeah.
can fix.
Is it both ports or just the one?
It's been a while since I powered it on, but I think it's the whole array of ports.
Uh-huh.
So, it's, yeah. It's the USB, I'm not certain. I know the CD drive works.
Yeah.
The only thing I've tested, because I don't have
Thunderbolt, yeah.
or DisplayPort,
Yeah.
I guess is what that is. So the only thing I've tested is this, and I didn't have an SD card at the time, so I'm not certain if the SD card is bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it powers on, it works, it boots, it does all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no USB.
Alright. So it is very common on these models that the USB filter does just blow out. And that's what I'm going to check right now for this board. So if you open up a schematic on this board, you'll see that the USB ports go... Let's see if I get this working. My batteries die? That's unfortunate. Okay.
Just want to do this. It's been voided a long time ago. Alright.
Let's see if we get this on camera. Cam 1.
Just right here.
Yeah, that also works. Get this in focus. I believe it's somewhere here. Okay, so one, you do have corrosion in this area. So it may or may not be what I'm thinking of. Also, you do have a ripped component here. You see there used to be something there. We can look at the schematic, figure out what that is. But there does seem to be like a lot of corrosion on this.
My understanding is it was coffee was spilled on it.
Are you sure this one? Okay, so I know you don't have Ethernet. This is your FireWire circuit.
Yeah.
It's missing a pin completely. Let's check your LVDS connect. This also does get corroded from time to time. Oh, it looks like it's been replaced. And it's also pretty bad too. Okay. So usually when you have no USB, there are the USB filters that do blow out. And if not, then you probably do have a bad USB chip, which could be this.
Does look pretty ugly.
Yeah. There's also some corrosion there. Are you sure this turns on?
It turned on. I mean, I haven't had. The last time I had a working, what do you call it? The power
Yeah.
adapter. It turned on, booted. It worked just fine. I used it through TeamViewer because I had 3 letters that I could type.
Yeah.
And I had the full trackpad, so I had a password using those 3 letters, and then I used the trackpad to type everything else. Though it very well is possible that since then it isn't working.
Alright, that filter is fine, so I don't remember where the other filter would be. I think it's somewhere up here, yeah. So there's the first one, and the second one should be in this area. Right. Too far. I'm just going by memory, I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's
It's right
totally
here.
okay.
There we go.
Oh, there's some nasty hair over there.
Yeah. So most likely, you might have a bad USB chip as opposed to the filters. This has continuity. This doesn't have continuity, so that's a good sign.
Oh, it's not supposed to.
It's supposed to.
It's supposed to not.
Yeah.
Have
Oh no, it's supposed to have continuity.
Oh.
It's supposed to beep like this.
Yeah.
But it is common for this model for these filters to just blow out. So the first one is fine, but the second one isn't. So that's a good sign you need to replace this filter. But there is also a lot of things on this board that need to be replaced. So from what I see, you should have one working USB port. But I can test that out right now. Does the whole keyboard not work, or
No,
is it?
just some of the keys.
Okay.
Most of them just go. How would I describe it? They type too many times. It's just unusable. It works, but it doesn't work like a keyboard's supposed to work.
Oh.
Let me move some things out of your way.
Yeah. It's also not plugged in. That's fair. And black. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not hurt.
Okay, so it is turning on. Good sign.
Hopefully I don't have anything ridiculous on.
Well, I'm just going to go into the options screen so we can read USB.
It hasn't been booted. It hasn't booted in 2022 just because I haven't turned it on.
Mm-hmm.
But last time I checked, it worked just fine.
Oh. Let's try right option. How's the wicking process going?
A little tough.
A little tough? I'll help you on an... Oh, that sucks. I can't.
Oh, the option key doesn't work?
Yeah. Or it's not that it doesn't work. It's probably something else is being held where option is supposed to be the only key that's being pressed to have the boot menu show up.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I'm just going to find a USB to plug in for you. But let's see. What are you having trouble with here?
think I'm not doing it correctly. You see how you do it again?
Yeah.
You touch the wick, right?
Yeah, you touch both the wick and the thing you want to work on. Sometimes does help if you want to add some flux to whatever you want to wick up, but let's see. We grab this and we grab that. Let's get this in frame.
I'm blinded myself.
So again, you want the iron on the wick at all times because you need the wick to get hot.
Okay, there we go.
And then you can touch whatever surface you want to work on, and the solder should be sucked up into the wick itself.
Okay, I wasn't. Alright, cool.
Just like that. Let's cut off this end for you because it is getting saturated. Oh yeah, I forgot. How's it going here?
I just need to know airport card versus SSD card. And
Yeah.
Then
Oh, the
the
screws?
fans. I got all the ports
So both SSD and Wi-Fi screw are the
are
same.
the same. Okay, that's what I need to know.
These are the grommet screws, so here and here.
Okay.
Here are the bottom corner ones, so here and here.
Okay.
And the long-ish ones are
Here.
just normal screws go in the top corners.
Okay. Awesome.
One second.
Okay.
And
yeah.
if it doesn't blink, we have no communication, but I just want to see if it gets power. Because power is more important than communication. That has no power or communication. This also has, okay, this has power.
Interesting. So that might be the one that you were saying, oh, you probably have one USB. That's it. At least power.
Let's see if it blinks. I'm not sure if it blinks because you know the password to this, right? You can log in?
Yeah.
Plus, there's a guess user. These are just like spinning and not going out.
Oh, let's see. This is the wrong screw that you're using.
I messed up already.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the grommet ones you were talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are for the fan.
I'm sorry. I just thought of flat ones.
There you go.
Gotcha. All right. That would explain
Yeah,
why.
the chunky, thick, small guys are for. Okay, let's try this again. Unplug, plug you back in. Yeah, so it's just getting power, it's not communicating. And this is the top one on the board, so yeah, that filter is blown. But this one, I didn't plug it in hard enough, but no, it's not getting any power at all. Which could be a sign of a bad USB chip because it's not supplying any voltage to the drive itself. So if we were...
Are those things I could buy from you guys or something?
Unfortunately, no.
Or like...
Let's see what we have here. Why's my Nook not on? It's off. Oh, shoot. That's fine. Uh-oh. Okay, so... One moment. How's it going?
I'm slowly working on this.
Okay.
It's coming by.
That looks fine on the left. On the right, doesn't look like you soldered on that side, but I think you are currently working on it. Yeah.
Okay.
How's the one above it? That looks great. Next one. I mean, it's on there.
It's on.
It's on. That's all you need to know.
But, okay, so at a very small scale,
Yes.
usually I want the point of this thing to touch, obviously, both contacts.
Yes.
And then precisely where do I shove the solder onto it?
Well, you can shove the solder at any point on the iron because it's going to flow to wherever heat is
'Cause I
being...
see myself like it's going towards the tip, and then
Yeah.
it just kind of...
Yeah, it will flow anywhere, wherever the heat is. So it will, travel. It'll travel anywhere, like at any point where you put solder on. Ideally, you want to put it on, you know, the surface you want to be working on, but
I think on Tuesday they were like, touch it, dab it, and pull out as like real fast, get in, get out. But you know, today I'm just doing like 1, 2, 3, flip the board, 1, 2, 3. That's also like well, today I'm basically tinning the board, tinning the contacts.
Yeah.
To get the first side, and then the other side I just kind of poke, pull out, poke.
So, you know, soldering really has no right or wrong ways to do it. Again, you can just touch whatever you're working on, add solder, and release.
Okay, yeah. So
You can touch the surface you're working on, add solder, and release. Just like that. And I should probably put that on camera. Trackball. So yeah, touch the surface. Add some solder, and release. Simple as that.
I might not finish this on Friday.
Oh, there's about 70 more to go.
And the actual ICs.
Oh, yeah. How's it going?
I'm doing a little bit better. Just making sure I get the last one. I got one more to go. It doesn't seem like it's happening enough, though.
Yeah, it does help, again, if you add flux. And let me cut the end of that for you, because it is getting kind of saturated again. If it has too much solder on it, it'll stop accepting more. Okay, so for you, yes. I was going to open up a schematic. I could probably do it here, actually. You can still reassemble that. Not bothering you.
Can't get this, the ROM that I put in the SSD, I can't get out.
Oh. Let's see. Like a... Oh, you got the wrong screw in here. Do the old trick. You apply pressure and it will just release.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You didn't kill anything. Okay, that board is from 2011, 2936. Let's open our schematic in board view.
Alright, so I'm gonna double check that, like...
The button-looking one is
Yep.
for the SSD.
Alright.
And we have our USB chip.
Yep, that guy's a lot nicer.
Oh, it's like upside down from where I'm looking, isn't it?
It's like that, other way around. No, yes, like this. So, the bottom one has power, the top one doesn't, so this is your issue. And we're gonna look in this area where my finger is, and we're gonna see what we can see.
A lot of ugliness.
Oh yeah, this was removed. I needed to find out what that was for. That's over here. Oh, it's probably for Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I think that's the only CD drive I have in my house.
What was it?
I think that's the only CD drive I have in my house.
Oh. Let's see that chip. Oh.
Get a MagSafe.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to. Yeah. One sec. No. It's not connecting. Why not? You little fuck. One sec. It's the power supply's fault, not yours. Modern solutions. Here, you hold this. Crap, it's stuck in my shoe. There you go.
Turn the power supply.
I think it's on the wrong comm, or it wasn't set up properly, or I don't want to talk about it because I can't get its output on. Okay, so I believe your issue here lies within. I think it was this chip or this chip. I wanted to see what that chip was. That, yeah.
It's so hard to see it.
There's that, and then that. But there's nothing there. That's so weird. Yes, so this is the chip responsible for USB power, and it's probably not working, but I can't tell for certain because,
This one?
yes, that could be causing your issue, but there's a lot of things on this board that may be causing your issue. Unfortunately, we can't really pinpoint that, but 100% you also have this issue with this filter. This would also need to be replaced. Did you forget your password?
I haven't used it for 2 years, so here's I have the recovery key saved somewhere, but factory reset it.
Well, at least this doesn't have like boot security, so you can always install another OS onto it. And how's the wicking adventure going?
I don't know if I got all the.
Let's see.
solder
Just
out.
leave it there. There you go. Let's
Can't
inspect
tell.
it.
It's kinda hard to
Okay.
tell.
So, ideally, you want all the solder gone. You did get most of it here. So the only spots left are really these two areas. And I can get that for you. So we heat the wick up until the solder just wants to get accepted by it. Any second now. There we go. And you said you wanted to remove this joystick.
Yeah, just to see if I can get in there. Maybe there's dirt or something in there, or
Mm-hmm.
just clean it up a bit, maybe.
Okay.
If I can.
So the best approach to that will be Captain Tape.
Just put guest user mode.
Well, I can tell you it's not going to crash. So we want to protect these connectors so they don't get overheated or, melt off.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're going to do is...
Oh, the hot air gun?
Yeah.
That's another tool I don't have.
So the best approach... I'm just going to need another tool here.
the effectiveness of really directing my character in the right direction because it keeps going in one direction. Each time I try to point it in a different direction.
Did you ever play Project M?
No.
It's fun. It's fun. You have to. It's on the Wii. You have to kind of like.
Yeah, I never had the Wii. I had the GameCube and then I skipped the Wii and I have the Switch now.
The thing with Project M, it's a mod that a bunch of people made. They do tournaments with it.
Yeah. I heard of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fun. It makes things a lot faster paced,
Yeah.
and it really evens out like all the characters.
I love my Ultimate. So used to that game.
How many characters are making these days?
A lot.
I have the base. I didn't think really the.
Yeah, a lot. It's the last character that came out was I think Sub-Zero.
Smash 4? You know, Cloud came out and it was hated characters broke.
Yeah, he's pretty good in Ultimate. He's not bad.
All right. Do you know how to resolder joints?
Yeah, I can decide.
Okay. Just want to clean this up so it doesn't look gross anymore.
Grew up in New York.
All right.
I'm not kidding.
No, that's just a piece of paper. Yeah. Here is your solder. Here's your iron. Some flux if you need it.
So what are you trying to do for you brought your own like replacement?
No, I was trying to see if I can open it up, the component, the joystick component,
I was looking.
and clean it. but
Well, I'm trying to.
you can't get it off the
I
board.
found out first of all
It's like impossible.
that this is incredibly hot,
I'm gonna have to
and
just get in the
I think
controller.
that's
I'll keep this
suspicious.
for-
Oh,
Um,
wait, what is getting hot?
You can buy the new joystick for like.
This.
That?
Yeah, you
Let's
could,
see.
but the thing is, you gotta get this one off to put the new one on.
Oh, yeah, that is shorted.
That's not just a
Yeah.
game?
So that's
Huh?
something's
No,
wrong with that.
it's
I'm
the
not
whole-
sure
the
what
whole
that
component
does,
itself.
but
So that is. Oh, that?
You see?
Was that right?
yeah,
Yeah, that was the. Ow.
The whole box.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I thought the whole box.
As I showed you on the schematic, that chip was for USB, right USB.
It's
Uh-huh.
like impossible to get off.
So you probably have either pin. You do need a new chip.
yeah.
And that's why you're not getting any power into that part of the USB. And for the other one, as I showed, that filter is
Yeah,
bad.
it's the filter, so
So it's both that
those are-
chip and the filter, and that should be getting you up and running again.
Okay. I just need to find those parts, or find a donor board or something. I guess I'm not certain if the Ethernet was ever working.
It shouldn't. 100% should not. You're missing a pin.
I'm missing a pin.
Yeah, okay, so down here, if you want to follow along, you can bring the board in view. Oh, I meant,
Oh, you mean here?
yeah, I'm going to get you in camera. Okay,
Whatever is attached to it, I want to not
yeah.
magnetize. Probably
So you can move the microscope to
Oh, I see.
this area right here. So, that,
Oh, that's the broken pin. I see. Yeah, and there's like no pad left. It looks
yeah, and the resistors around it does not look like they're in beautiful shape. I wonder if I have this working. I do.
Nice.
Ish, kind of. I gotta fix the PDF for this. Oh, the PDF didn't open with it. Oh, that's why it's there. Okay, sorry guys. I'm just gonna do that for you. Okay, so on his board, he has that pin missing. And if, just from common knowledge, I know that this is for, That chip is right here. So this PP bus feeding into FireWire port, and I don't have the PDF open. I can't show you guys. I'm sorry, but this is for FireWire, which does feed into. We just keep following the signal. Eventually, it'll lead us somewhere. Okay, this port right here, which is our Ethernet.
Okay.
So it should be the second connector from the bottom of the board. So if we bring this over here, wow, FireWire is, yeah.
It's third.
Yeah.
Ethernet.
Wait, am I wrong here? Did I mess up? Oh, Ethernet is this. Ah, you have no Thunderbolt. Yeah, never mind. You might
So
have
I
Ethernet.
The whole array is gone, except power.
Nah.
Okay. So that's.
Yeah, you probably don't have Thunderbolt. I thought FireWire was Ethernet. I'm being dumb.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have much Thunderbolt or Ethernet stuff. So
Yeah, we usually when that happens, we say, because sometimes that does get very corroded where it's very hard to fix, and we just ask them, do you even use this? Because what's the point of us fixing it if, they don't use it? Also, it makes life easier. No one uses Thunderbolt.
Yeah. The only thing I'm really interested in is USB and Ethernet.
Yeah, so again, you have a shorted USB chip and a bad filter.
And the Ethernet is that tied to the Thunderbolt? What you brought up Thunderbolt or
Yeah, sorry.
FireWire.
Yeah, FireWire
Just trying
is
to follow
part
along.
of Thunderbolt. So this chip is bad, and I followed where it went. It goes straight to where'd it go? Keep going. Yeah, it just straight up goes to the second port, which is Ethernet, which is another word for FireWire. I mean, not Ethernet, Thunderbolt. I keep messing that up. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. That's why. I guess that's why.
Yeah. So FireWire is Thunderbolt. They're both somewhat the same.
And that is we're looking at specifically on what you were just showing me. We started here.
We started from that chip that's missing a leg.
somewhere else, and came back
Yeah, to
just
that.
a little further up.
Yeah.
The chip that's missing. You said that there's
The-
a chip missing. I just kind of want to point it out on here and just so I can.
You don't have it in frames down here.
Oh well. We'll fix that.
Yeah. So that's your issue right there. It's right above the LCD connector.
Super easy. It's this right here.
Yeah.
So I see it right now.
Be careful.
The battery in?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. How's it going?
No, I'm just trying to get a stable
Surface, yeah.
surface.
Yeah, unfortunately, because you do that, you can't really use the microscope. Uh-oh. 1 sec. No. Hey, how's it going?
R.I.P.
How's it going, Dan? You like to stream snipe? New iron. Bum, bum, bum. That's the one I took from, and I guess it wasn't good. Sorry about that. Iron just randomly died. There you go.
Oh yeah, it's very cool.
All right, so this session kind of ends in 3 minutes. So I just want you guys to get prepared to head out. I can resolder that for you real quick if you are having some trouble with it. All right, just making sure. You got about 15 today? Nice. You're almost as fast as the other.
This is probably the most repetitive grunt work that's walked in this week.
At least you'll eventually get a system going, and it should, work out for you. I'm not muted. Nice. Barry needs to use the litter box. Go. Where's Clinton? Oh, I'm on the wrong camera. Let's see how camera 3. Nice and green. How's chat? I haven't read chat all day. I'm really dumb. Hello, chat.
Go deep enough in there, you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go, and then I'm not gonna go. I'm tired. I'm like, I kind of thought I am gonna go. You see my indecisiveness.
Okay, so I got a stupid question.
Yeah, what's up?
When I inevitably start working on the other side of this, let's say I start like heating up
Yeah.
components on this side. If the board gets hot enough, will these solders
Yes,
start loosening?
you can accidentally desolder the other side of the board. It is recommended that you don't do that. I'm kidding. If you use the right amount of heat, that shouldn't happen. Or if you take a break within your soldering section. So if you use hot air, you solder one component. You don't move on to the next component. You wait for the board to cool down, and then you can work on the next component. There are instances where we've had boards that were so bad that we tried working on one side continuously that it'll actually melt the other side, and you'll start sliding off, and it became a big mess. It's happened. People have done it. You won't be the first.
Well, I assume like actual advanced, more advanced boards are probably thinner than this.
Yeah, I'll just wait. It's almost. You guys are on the verge of finishing anyway. Crap. Oh, you actually did a really good job. I thought you're really close, and I thought you were gonna remelt these again by accident.
I hope not.
No. I do see one issue. So, it's pretty common when hand soldering, but usually like the chip would lay flat on the board. I think it was this one is really raised up, as you can see.
Yeah, okay.
Easy solution to that is to reflow it with a hot air gun, but you want to be careful with the,
Bad experience in melting nearby.
yeah, just be kind of gentle with it. The second you see it melt into place is when you should just stop heating it. Other than that, these do look pretty nice. And you are making a ton of progress so far.
First day I was doing like one joint flip and
Yeah.
one now I'm just doing like column by column. Okay, assuming this won't be done by Friday. And I'm not sure this is open to the public. This is nice though.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm really tired. I have to end the stream. Come here, Blackberry. Ah. Okay. Well, that's the workshop for today. I helped a couple people. Some people couldn't be helped. That's what we do here. Feel free to come in tomorrow. I think same time, 5:30. I don't know. Good luck, guys. I am peacing out.